So as not to be confused, this is actually 3 different breakdowns. 2 really quick ones, and I do the Moleman. All video on video. This picture was amazing to me. You want HD Sasquatch? Here it is. Thank you, Joel. This was an amazing picture. Also notice the leaner right above his head. It's a field gold giant tree right above his head. I tell you guys, I never show you a picture, typically, without their structure system involved. Joel, I love this picture. This is actually from about 2 years ago. But it's so good and so HD. People want HD? Well, here you go. Let's just take a quick little look. I zoom in. I've already recorded this, so I'm just talking over the recording. I'm not doing this as I'm doing, but I wanted you to look at it. I go over the colors because it just kind of helps you understand that it's really there. And you can see it in different aspects. If you're watching on your cell phone when I do these parts, it's hard to see. You really need to be on a computer, like a laptop or a PC. If you're going to be a Bigfoot like video watcher, I know most of the people, believe it or not, most percentages of people that watch my video are watching from their cell phone. But if you want to see these guys up close in perfect HD, you're probably going to either have to screenshot it on your cell phone and then zoom in, or
sorry, but
get on your
heat.
laptop.
I've heard it on my
Over
video. It's really annoying. Forgive me. My truck's doing pretty good, you guys. Knock on wood. It's you know, it's old. It's got just turning 230,000 miles. And it needs a windshield pretty bad. But that's about it. Like it's been my baby. It's been good to me. Let's watch the original footage. I can do a screen record, but I think this is better because I can actually zoom.
Yes, it doesn't help.
So
I just say,
here we go.
He's in the middle
There's
of that.
no shadow. I was just trying to be. I try to stay neutral. That's what, because I know what I'm seeing, and I'm like, what? I just want to know what that is, because I see it perfectly, but because of the snout, you know, that's what I'm saying. So. But I also leave it open in the videos because you don't want to be too opinionated. You got to leave some of these hard-headed male figure human beings on their own to kind of figure things out. If I tell them the answer, then they're going to want to argue with me. If I let them figure out the answer on their own, we all end up at the same page. So what does that mean? We're just fighting egos. You know, it's just a bunch of egos. That's all it is. You don't have the problem with the girls. It's only the guys. Only guys have ego problems.
I just fasted for 24 hours.
Let's see here. I didn't fast. I just didn't eat for 24 hours because I had my tinnitus. Okay, here he is. So now I turn him in bumper-to-bumper traffic. I turn.
You can see the side.
And there he is. There's a whole bunch of them there.
It's got no snow.
It's going to be remember, I'm zoomed, so this will answer, why is it blurry? Because I'm zooming way up here and pausing it. That's why it's blurry. Look at that. Okay, so it's actually better on this camera. It's much more blurry with my eyes than it is me looking at this screen. So this is a good thing. You can see the baby. Now the baby moves. I might have to play it in the regular. Maybe I'll play it on YouTube, because this is uploaded on YouTube in another video, and it's a longer UFO video.
Why does it look like there's a face in the middle of that?
And he moves. That's the cool thing. So look, there's the Moleman, guys. There's nothing anybody can say. If you're not agreeing, look, he's already moved the baby. The baby moved itself. This is real. You guys have to understand. You got to look at it the way it's presented to you. You can't decide for yourself how you want this to look or what you want them to be doing for you to be convinced. They know how to operate around our thinking. Okay, that's why he won't move. Even when he knows he's not being seen, he will not move.
Shadow? I mean, it's not.
Okay, you have to understand. There's more right here. And if it's not more, you should have no problem going to film that. Then you go up in Zoom and you could film what looks like a monster holding a baby. Okay, this is real. Okay, and I'm getting a little tired of people not understanding that. I really am. And that's when I say, like, you know what, I'm just going to go private, because it's really is for me when I say that. I think it protects them.
Keep in mind,
number one,
I have 10,000 of these.
It makes my life easier.
That's my aggravation.
I deal with
this isn't my
people
first
that
picture.
know exactly what's going on here, and I don't have to deal with you know the troll sheep people. And if you want to get offended at that, please be my guest. Don't care, okay? Because that's exactly what you are. It doesn't mean that you're not a great person. You might have just came home from Africa with Feed the Children, but you're still extremely uninformed.
I'm not saying that. Like, you know, you can tell is look
at that. Okay, so this is what, and I'm even half zoomed. But if you were driving your car and you looked over, that's all you see. You can never see anything, and that's how they operate. They'll never move. There's all kinds of things going on this mountain. I'm not even going to show you. There's all kinds of things happening, mostly because you're not going to be able to see it. Notice. You can see in this video, if you're good at pictures, stop the video. I'm going to play the clip in its entirety. Stop it, and here you'll see there's timestamps all around the American flag. Here we go. I'm going to turn off my voice for the video so I can... So here's my zoom. I'm in bumper-to-bumper traffic on I-70. I zoom in. I'm like, what is that? Please, I'm like, can you please tell me what that is? The baby moves. You know what it is? I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to find that, because you can just go to 25% speed on YouTube and watch it. Because I'm not good at that, you guys. My skill is getting him on this camera. That's my job. I need you guys to help me with this.
The full video.
So I don't have to do videos like this. I don't want to.
Is the UFO video?
This isn't what I do.
Flying into a pyramid. A couple videos back.
Well, I mean, it's what I do, but I'm not good at it. Is what I mean. It's the baby. Look at the baby. Oh, look at the baby. Look at the baby. And then all of a sudden, I'm off topic. I'm like, you know, my truck's been pretty good. It's got 230,000. See what I'm saying? My truck's been pretty good.
30,000 miles.
Yeah. See.
And it needs a windshield pretty bad, but that's about it. Like, it's still been.
Why, after zooming in on a Moleman, I'm seeing him with my own eyes right here, would I start talking about my truck and how it's been okay for me?
Baby, it's been good to me.
People won't understand that because they don't watch my other videos, the 175 videos that show me getting affected with them by telepathy. It's just like, remember, I'm from New Jersey, guys. I'm not here to fool anybody.
Why am I doing this? Because I'm stuck
or to make anything up.
Traffic. I'm literally in park. It's been a long time since I was on a highway where there's no way in and no way out, and literally in gridlock.
Okay, so there's no coincidence. This is one of the things that'll help. Like if you're on the fence and your brain, you're just constantly fighting yourself because you were born that way. Did you ever ask yourself why you don't believe anything? Just ask yourself. You don't believe that someone was abducted by a UFO. You don't believe that your friend saw a UFO when he was 10. You don't believe that your friend saw a Bigfoot when he was 8 at camp. You don't believe anything. You don't believe this. You know how annoying you are to the rest of the world? Like, you gotta start using your brain. We're not doing this to waste our time, okay? There's a lot of people involved here. This is not just me. There's thousands of people involved with me, okay? And we're not doing this to waste our time. You gotta open your hearts and your minds. You gotta. I know it's hard while I'm yelling at you.
I'd love to be able to talk to one of the people going the other way, so we can find out what's going on.
So isn't that amazing, you guys? You can mess around with that video. You can go back and forth. There's a whole nother part of the video here too. Should I throw that in? I can just put this the next half in because you can see I'm only halfway through that clip. I don't know what I've done. I've only watched it once. Windy. I'm almost thinking about leaving it like this.
Video, but I just felt the whole truck.
Because this camera's clearing this up. It's clearing the long zooms up a little bit.
So basically what happened last night was I went down.
All right, that's enough. Over now.
When I do this, cut in, but I'm just zooming on one of them. Why would I not keep the camera on him the entire time? You have to. There's things that happen. This is basically the same thing that happens every single time I zoom on something. Have you noticed that? I don't get it. I have no memory of him right now. None.
I'd love to be able to talk to one of the people
This
going
is
the other way.
the aftermath of that.
So we
People
find out what's
wanted to
going
see what happens after.
Is
So
there anywhere else? About there.
here's me zapped, basically.
It's really windy. Because you can't tell in the video, but I just felt the whole truck. So but basically what happened last night was I went down, I panicked because my ears got so bad. I was like, I got to drive down to lower elevation and see if this. I've been trying one thing at a time. You know, food, which has no bearing at all on what. I have a constant condition that's so loud, which means there's trauma. It's something going on. I could have a brain tumor. It could be because of my spine. It could be, it's hard to tell. I don't feel like it's my neck. I mean, my neck has been like this for 8 years. Why would it just happen now?
Why wouldn't I zoom back on him?
Right?
No memory at all, you guys. I'm not smart enough to fake this, okay? Why wouldn't I re-zoom on him? I don't get it. I'm gonna whine when I say it.
I don't see too many there on these things like this. You gotta, they're in these, but you gotta go way up. You gotta find the domes. That's my new thing is the domes.
You realize
kind of a little bit similar to like that.
At this point in time,
dome.
I have no memory of what I just said.
Not, but it's sort of like, you know what I'm talking about? They're literally domes, and they have like boulders piled up on top of the mountain. Which is impossible. It's impossible. Let me tell you guys this, okay? I don't get too opinionated, but something happened on this earth that we don't know about. I'm talking about something happened to this earth that we don't know about. Well, our history and our knowledge is all false. I'm telling you right now. Maybe some of it's true. I don't know. But I know that it's all just a mislead.
I'm leaving this in.
It's just a generalization.
Because I think I'm zapped.
Details or whatever. All of this stuff. This whole earth was wiped out. I've learned that from doing this. Yes, it's moving. Thank God. I have over half a tank, but you got to figure like, out of all these cars that are stuck, and there's a lot. Like, look behind me. You can't tell. It goes way. It goes way back there. Like, I always wondered, like in traffic. There's someone low on gas. So if you get stuck in where you have to go into park, someone like it could really make it even worse. So my recommendation, you guys, on the highway always. Not that you don't know this. Just fill up your tank before you get on
I'm telling you, I'd be like, bye, Moleman.
Some of the simplest trips can turn into.
How am I not remembering?
All right, over and out.
Also, unrelated to this video that I just did, I wanted to throw this in as well, instead of just making its own video. This was interesting, and there's just some extra footage that I just threw in. It has nothing to do with this, just to kind of give you some extra stuff to look at.
All right, bear with me. I'm using my backup camera. I really wish I had brought my other one. Try to keep it as steady as I can. Where's my fireplace? Right there. It's such a marker. You can see it from here. I don't even need the camera.
Okay, so that was before, meaning, this was about a week ago, and then the after would be about 2 days later. It snowed a few inches. You can see the white face right there. Full screen, TV, PC, tougher on a phone. It's completely open. He's right there. And then here's the after 2 days later.
I don't have an eyepiece, so I can. Actually, here, I forgot to do this. I didn't forget to do it. I forgot to show you guys in the video. Right in there. I kept telling him, like, that's theirs. I don't want your opinion, blah, blah, blah. And this one shot, now there's a rock covering it. I'm telling you, usually that's hollow right there. Right?
They put a rock in the front of the hole. You guys, I want you to know
Put that
this is
rock
very
there.
common in my experience now.
They do that a lot.
I see a lot of open and closing holes. Oh, I did say that.
What is that?
Well, I said they do it a lot. Trust me, this is real. I promise. We're there, snow's there, it's closed.
It's so hard. I hold my breath usually when I'm trying to do a zoom like that. I don't remember seeing that. Well, I do have my eyepiece now though. That's all. I just want to see. They put a rock there. I gotta look at the last video. I bet you anything the rock's not there. It's hollow and there's one in there. That's how they do. That's how they do it. You guys, I've gotten it before. I'll put the eyeballs in right now. In the video, it's they lift up these little, not just always like that, but they have these little rocks that lift up and they stay up like this, and they wedge it with another rock and it stays open like a door, and they look out of them. I have it on video at the burnt forest.
This is just an extra clip.
One more thought on that
from the sliding down the hill
thing over there,
because it's across from the
place that I
chimney.
zoom on, right? We know they're there, and it's coming right this way. What is that, you guys? Weird marks, right? Look how deep that is. And then look. What in the world could have made that? But it's actually going. I've really got a better look as I pulled up a little bit. There's no way whatever that is didn't land right in the river. There's no doubt. You can see that the bank of the river went straight in. Whatever that is, look at that, you guys. Those are footprints, and it's coming. I bet you it's coming from up there. So was a person up there and slid down? I don't think so. I don't think you could ever get in there. There's no reason to be. There's other footprints there. I can't stop because there's a hill and it's solid ice. If a car comes over, he's gonna hit me. There's no doubt about it. Those were both bipedal footprints. They're enough on the camera. So this whole situation, I kind of figured it out. There's the X. You can see the X if you pause it. Look, there's another draping Y. I figured it out. It's just like. I didn't figure it out really, but it's the same thing. This river. So what it is I'm not quite sure how many actual Sasquatch live here. There's like a couple, or they come and check on them or whatever, but I think these are the others. Believe it or not, it's the one common sense thing that seems to really fit in with these guys is if it looks like the others, it usually is. So if it's kind of eerie looking and it's not tribal and clean and has like a round seat, and it's just all it is like that back there. It's these other guys, and they're the same ones that live across the street from me. And some of them are these are flesh and blood creatures, and they seem to be living parallel to us in some other kind of a dimension. Like literally, it's like the dimensions overlap. And certain beings have access to, say, maybe all the dimensions, and some people and certain ones have access to maybe just one or two, and then there's us that only have access to, of course, to ours. And there's a reason for that. I don't know what it is, but I think we could all kind of figure it out if you think about it hard enough. We are not ready for that. Okay? Like I said, some of us are. Some people are out there. Leading the world, but you gotta remember, most people are just following sheep, home playing video games. Okay, those people aren't ready for this. I'm not talking about the gamers that watch me. I'm just saying it like in general. There's something about people that they had to lie about, and what makes the most sense? What makes the most sense, guys? We have been. This is not our first try. We have been
we've been here before, and to be successful, I believe when you start over, you have to do it all new. We can't know what we did wrong last time. We have to start over fresh and have a new attempt at human beings. You can't know our failures. You can't know any of it, and that could be. So that's why I tend to tell people, like, listen, yeah, they might be lying, and it could be nothing to do with this. Like, the government just lies every day. Some of those are just lies, lie, but some of it. And I'm not talking about our politicians really, because they don't know anything about this stuff, or Trump. These are handled by dudes that, those guys are like puppets on a string compared to the people that handle this kind of stuff. And there's a reason that they've lied to us, and I think it's not always necessarily to be mean or to deceive. It's actually their lies for the greater good. They were attempts at the greater good. And so yeah, a lie is a lie, but I think, which is great, like it made it work, and I think it did work for quite a long time. And now we're getting to the point, I think, basically more or less, because so many of us have been brought together via technology, that we're expediting everything basically with technology, and it's just a matter of time before we start to know some cool stuff. And let's just say we found out, we're like, okay, that's cool. Now we know these guys, and I think it would be really exciting. But I'm just saying, like, hypothetically. But now now you know the truth, because remember, with them comes all the answers. As soon as they are here with us, we know everything, and that's really the delay. That's why our government isn't initiating us mingling, because they can't have us told the truths about us, and the truth about God, and the truth about everything. And that means, look, even if you are a real Christian, and they're like, listen, guess what? The Christian religion's the only religion. The rest are all false. This is like them telling us, like the aliens, like they tell us, we believe it because they're telling us they're disclosing everything. And they can't say that. Do you guys understand that? Like, you can't. The rest of the world, Christianity isn't the number one religion. The rest of the world would fall to pieces. There'd be murdering, killing, mass suicides, suicide bombings. The entire economy would fail, and also the crash of religion, which is kind of goes hand in hand. And from there, just think about the spider webs of trouble that would occur. And that's why they keep it from you guys. It's that simple. It's simply simple. It's that simple. We're just. It doesn't mean that we're nobodies. We're this. We're that. We actually are somebodies, and that's why they're trying to keep. We're complicated somebodies. We have tremendous abilities if we want to have them, and that's why they have to kind of keep a leash on us, because I don't know. I just think that we have to be watched somehow. I don't know. I give up.